Hey you guys, Alisa Burke here, and I'm really excited to share with you a project using the new Brother ScanNCut. This is a super simple project, a great way to add a little decor to your home. I'm going to be creating a mobile, and I love mobiles. I hang them everywhere from in my studio to in my daughter's room, and it's a really fun way to get creative and create like a little decorative piece around the home without using too many supplies. So really all you need for this project is the middle to an embroidery hoop, and the size is going to depend on how big you want it to be, but this is going to be the base for our mobile. And then you're going to need some sort of paper, colorful paper. You could use wrapping paper, scrapbook paper, recycled paper. I'm going to be using some printed paper, hand-painted paper, just some messy stuff, because you guys all know I love to get messy, that I created in combination with some solid, colorful paper. So I'm going to start by actually cutting out some shapes with the ScanNCut. And what I've done is I've actually already scanned in just a little flower doodle, and I'm gonna cut that flower doodle out so that I can use all these little shapes to piece them together to hang from this mobile. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put my paper on top of the mat, which is a little bit sticky so the paper will stick to it. And then I'm gonna load my mat into the machine. And I've already scanned my design into the machine. It's just a little doodle flower, a handful of doodle flowers, and I'm gonna go ahead and press cut and let the machine get to work. Okay, so you can see I've got all kinds of flowers that have been cut out. They've been cut out of my hand-painted paper, and you'll also notice I've cut out some other shapes from just plain solid paper, and these are actually shapes that come pre-programmed with the ScanNCut. So I thought they would kind of make a nice complement as I'm assembling my mobile, that they go real well with the flowers that I've cut out of my paper. So it is time to now start assembling the mobile. So I finished sewing all of my strands of flowers, and I'm just adding them to my embroidery hoop. You have to be real gentle when you're doing this, but I've actually wrapped my embroidery hoop with just a little bit of fabric and then just started gluing my thread onto the hoop. So I've got one more strand to glue. I'm simply using a glue gun. You could use craft glue, fabric glue, your favorite kind of glue. I like hot glue because it's so fast and quick, but I'm just putting a dab of glue on there, sticking my thread to it, and then putting another dab of glue behind to make sure that thread is reinforced a little bit, and I'll trim all my excess thread off. But what you've got, if you can see it, is just a really fun mobile that can be hung in a variety of places in your house. I'm gonna just add some string to the top for hanging, but just simple, really simple, but super dynamic. You could do this with all sorts of different shapes, colors, lengths of the paper and the strands, but again, really easy way to create something fun to add around the house for some color, and all because of my ScanNCut.